is larger. So you have to really push, and unless you're really viewed or handpicked or selected as that, you have to really start to outperform to make it over the familiarity, right? And I think that's where
Mhm.
Gambia is going to have that conversation of when do we transition? Do we wait another cycle? Like this would have been an ideal time to say, let's go a little bit more youth heavy with the squad versus one last run with players who are performing well. I think you could have maybe mixed it a little bit more as we go through. But again, now you're looking at U23 players and you're saying, okay, start to get first team minutes, start to perform, start to get that consistent, get minutes there. And I think it's harder now to stand out versus if you're a young player versus a player who's established, getting their minutes, they consistently, they have their roles at their clubs. So I think, again, once you move into that higher level, it becomes a conversation of opportunity for yourself, but then also now you have to make it past a group of 30, 40 players who are more established in their careers than players who are trying to now get their feet wet and get into that. So I think it's a conversation with all national teams. When do you transition? How harshly do you make it? Or do you just decide to go for it overall? But I think Gambia could be interesting. Gambia could be one of those teams, I think Gambia or even a Zambia could be that team that makes a run and they're in the quarterfinals. You're like, "Ooh, that's interesting." Or they could be a team that every team gives them four and it's a learning experience. The range for those squads, well, at least for Gambia, is that. But we've talked about Gambia enough. What about Guinea, Cameroon, and Senegal back in October? Talk to me.
For me, I'm not really downplaying Gambia's chance to do something. I believe that they're going to be a solid team and they can score goals, so anything is possible. That is definitely true. But I'm just saying, they could be even better, and reach even further in a higher ceiling, like a higher potential team, in the future if they had brought up those guys from early into the main team. But obviously said they had talent, and I know that they do have talent. So let's see if the coach faith in these players worked out. All right. For Guinea, I think Guinea is a good all-around team, and this is what you get with a lot of African teams. Even when we might not see the guys that are super talented, I think they do keep shape properly. And Guinea is one of those teams that will hold you out. It doesn't matter how good of a team you are, and then break on the counter. So they are always a deadly team. And I could see how you said this group is going to be the group of that are close to it. Because definitely the two teams and below, the two bigger names, are teams that can rock with the big boys and stay in the games. And once you can do that, you can always cause as much problem. So I think I do agree with you. Group C could be a challenge as well, but I just believe that Gambia could have been better because of what I know, that the quality depth pool that they do have. Yes,
Yeah.
Cameroon. Yeah, Cameroon. This is a time for them to show up or show out, because they
Yeah.
could go back into the ranks of the big teams, or they could slip behind the Gambia, the Burkina Faso, the Mali, and those guys in ranking in Africa as well. So I
Mhm.
think they have a last spell to try and break through that. Whether or not they're going to do it, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's going to be very tight. And if people listen to me, I was not so high on Gambia and Guinea as towards their overall quality,
Mhm.
but I know that
And
they have some quality.
no, they do. And I think so. Back in October, you had said Cameroon, Senegal, Gambia. I said Senegal, Gambia, Cameroon. I'm
Yeah,
changing
man.
that.
Yeah, man. No, no. I said Cameroon first.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
God, no, 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 no. Well,
Big
I
Bad
well,
Abubakar. Big Bad Abubakar for you.
yes, I went and researched a little bit more, and the recent form and some of the injuries as well.
Hmm.
My boy from Brentford won't be playing.
That's
So
true.
injuries cause problems as well. So you can't just beat me up to say that I had Cameroon turning over big bad Senegal. I think Senegal will scrape second spot, but it's not going to be easy. So I'm going to go with Senegal taking over first spot and Cameroon take the second spot. Close. Gambia, and then Guinea took the last spot. And I think Gambia or Guinea, any one of them comes third, will get enough points to actually qualify as one of the best third place teams, because I actually think they are one of the better version of the third place teams.
I actually am changing it to Senegal, Guinea, and then Cameroon. I think Guinea shocks here. I think Guinea's a team you have to stop sleeping on and start. And this is me. This is me speaking. Now I'm not telling you. I'm telling me. I want to see Guinea do it. I think it'll be a good, and again, West African bias, all the fun things. But like, I think Guinea getting in second is more than possible here. But guys, as you're coming in, give us your predictions for the groups. You have the groups up there. How do you see your top two finishers moving through? Let us know in the comments below. But yes, I'm going with Senegal, Guinea, and then Cameroon making it on third place points as well. On to
Wow.
group. Yeah, you can.
That one was clearly different, but it's okay. Continue.